Okay, so this is for the beneficiary form that was requested. We will collect information from 190 SMEs, and we will use this form. It is pretty simple. I already sent the manual. It is basically step by step, just what they should write in, fill in, and then what are the next steps. So basically, we have this form to collect the data. This data we will collect through our website. Our guys created the link. At the beginning of this manual, you can see that through the link, once you press it, a window will be open. Can you see the window now, or you still see the PDF file?
No, just the PDF.
Yep, so I'll just switch. What about now? Yep.
Now works, yeah.
Yep.
So at the beginning of the manual, there is the link. Once you press the link, you go directly to the form. The form is very simple. It is on our website. There is one important thing I have to say. When the SMEs will fill in the information, they can save, they can preview it. But once they close the window, they cannot return to the form. This means that if there are any if there will be any mistakes, or if there are any windows they are missing, they cannot return to the form, and they will have to do it again, or they will have to contact us, and then we can just write it to the form. But once they close it, or either if they close it by accident, they have to fill a new form. As I said, it's very simple. This is the first page. First, you fill the name of the SME. I'll just do NCA. Select the country they are from. In our case, Czech Republic, and they select languages. It's very straightforward. So we speak Czech, we speak English. They can choose from multiple choices. And if they have any language that is not in the list, they can just write it to other languages. Next field is name of the project, if there is any. If there is no name of the project, they can just skip it. You can see those little red stars. Once the red stars, that means that this is the mandatory field. And if they don't fill this mandatory field, they cannot save the form. So name of the project, if there is any. Summary of the projects, we ask them kindly to write shortly a summary of the projects, maximum of 500 words. They have to write down something, then they will be able to save it. This is the important field and will be used, I think, in the reporting afterwards as well. Froso, I think you know, we will use this, right? The summary of the projects. Okay, it's okay. Anyways, this is the mandatory and is very important field. Specific support areas, that's all those 12 that are in the course. They can select what they were working on. Again, they can choose from multiple choices. The web page. The web page must be inserted with the HTTPC. So I just copied something. Just a second. So I copied our website. As you can see, it has to be with the HTTPS. Otherwise, it won't save the form. I can show you later then with and without. Contact email. Contact email. As I said, it's very straightforward. They get the option to insert the logo as well. So once they insert the logo, I'll show you. You can edit, and here is upload, and they upload it from their desktop, or they can drag it from the desktop here. I have the NCA logo here already, so you just select and save, or select. Target groups. Target groups, again, they can choose from multiple fields. It could be ecotourists, families, agri-tourists, it could be local tourists, it could be different target groups, let's say schools. And then the very last one, it's a collaboration with the selected ASPs. And I will do one of our ASPs. And that's it. So it's very simple. It has only a few questions. The mandatory ones are with the star, red star, and there's only the logo and the name of the project. They are not mandatory. So I'll show you what happens when you fill the website with the simple 3 Ws. So once they fill the form, you press save. And now we have information that there is a value invalid, and it shows us where is the mistake, or where is the error. We just insert the correct one, and you can save and preview. Now, when you click on the save and preview, a new window will be open, and this is how it's going to look like. There will be a logo of the company, the name of the company, logo of the company, and then all the information they filled in. So we will know that if we click on it later then, it will show us where they're from, what languages they speak, what is the summary of the finance projects. There will be their contact information, including the email and the website. It will show their target groups and digital support areas, or the supported areas which they chose and which they were working on. And the very last one, the form will show us as well with what ASPs they were working with. So this is it. And then once they save it, they close the window. Just give me a second. So when they close the window, they go back to the form. They can click save again. Once the form is saved, then they can close the window. But when they close the window, they cannot go back. So if there is any mistake or anything else, they will have to contact us, or they will have to fill another form. In case that they work through and they save it, then let's say they leave it, they go back, they might do new form, because I'm not sure if it's going to be re-uploaded or if it's going to stay for a very longer period of time open. So it takes approximately 5 minutes. If they have the summary written somewhere else, it takes 3 minutes to fill it. It's not difficult, it's very straightforward. And I'll just show you what we're gonna do next. So now we save it. They will let us know, or they will let you know, and you will let us know that the form was filled. And there is me, there is Maria Jose, and I'm not sure who, it might be probably Klaus as well, and Maria Valentina as administrators. So we can approve it. Once they fill the form, I will see it here. It will be unpublished. So I see all the documents, all the fields. I check if they are correct. I can check the website if it's working. I can check the email. Once all done, I publish it on our website. And then I'll show you how does it look like on our website. So when we are on our website, you can see there was a new field already inserted. It's called beneficiaries. once you press on the beneficiaries, we will get a list of the supported SMEs. So here are filters. By these filters, we will be filtering and we will be looking for the SMEs we want to find, or we just want to see which SMEs is from where. For now, I have a Czech Republic, so if I press Czech Republic, it's already there. I would have to have more forms to show you the filters, but anyways, you can see that we have the form already published, and that's the basic information. This is the data we collected from the SMEs. There's a few options. We can press web, and we get to our web, where we get the full information, the same information that are from the form. So if anyone is visiting our website and they go straight away to beneficiaries, here in this area, they will see all 190 SMEs. So there will be a full list of 190 of SMEs. They will be, they can see them by name, by languages, and by country. If they click on the web, they go to our web and they learn about the specific SME. There will be the same information they fill to the form. If they click to link to resource, they will be directed to the website of the SME. And then, because there will be 190 SMEs, they will be as a list. They can select. I want a SME from a country A. I want a SME that speaks English. I want a SME from, I don't know, from Spain. And I want SMEs, they are from Spain, but involved in digital support areas. So then once there is more of the published SMEs, this filter will be working and they can select. So for now, because I selected that we can speak English and Czech, for now there are just two options, but later then there will be more options. There will be Spanish, Italian, there might be German, and then the filters will work once they click on it. Yeah, and I think that's it. Any questions?
I do have some questions and suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the parts, I mean, we still can make the changes to this form, right? This is not like completely final. We can make the changes, right?
So you can make the changes when you fill in the form and when you
No, like these questions, to the questions that we have. So for example, in the part with languages, my suggestion is to include already all of the languages from the countries where we have SMEs, because I don't think it's like nice to not have like an offered language already from, I don't know, let's say Serbia or whatever. Like I think that those languages needs to be there, and then in the other they can put other, for example, Portuguese. I don't think that we have any Portuguese SME, so like I wouldn't have here Portuguese, but somebody can write it in other, but put here Serbian, Bosnian, or whatever, like all of the countries where we do have SMEs, like change a little bit this language list, if that's possible.
Yeah, I have Croatian only, so we can add Serbian and
yes, like we can just revise it and like match it to the countries we actually gonna work in. Okay, when it comes to the web page that they have to put, if they don't really have their own web page, can they use, for example, their Instagram profile? Like, is that fine? Like, can they link their social media?
It will accept any link.
Yeah, but like, is this something that we, like, as a consortium, we accept? Like, they can use any kind of their promotional media that they have. Because, for example,
yeah, go on.
Yeah, because for example, let's say like in Serbia, most of them they use a common website, which is where they all publish their accommodation, and it's not really like their own website. So I'm not sure if we are aiming here to put like, in that case, they will just like repeat the very same website, which is kind of Airbnb, but it's not really an Airbnb. It's just like the booking
Yeah.
website that they're using there. Or do we want them to provide their Instagram pages? Because most of them do have Instagram pages. So like, do we have a preference what we want here to be published?
It wasn't said, like we did not specify if it has to be email, website or Instagram. But I would say they use whatever they think is their main channel or the main information. So if they know they are using a platform where is their small hotel and this is the only platform they use because they don't have the website, then they should provide the platform. But it should be specifically, it should be the link that once we click on the link, we know it's them. It's not just the platform, but it's the.
Right, it's like their profile on the platform.
Yes. But then again, I don't know what other things and what would be the recommendations. Like all of our, I'm not sure about RSMEs, but they have the websites. I would have to check now. But I understand if there is someone.
Yeah, like since we have like hundreds of SMEs and like not all of them have website. Like when we were checking it, there are many of them that are just like sharing the platform. Yeah.
Then I would say they use their main platform. Because I understand for someone it could be a Facebook page, for it could be something else that they just don't need website. So, but that's my personal suggestion. I don't know what about others, but I would say use the main platform. So if someone has a website, use the website. If they don't have a website, they can use the Instagram account or the Facebook page or another platform.
Okay, if that's going to be like the case, I think then we can just like put here the explanation, like webpage / social medias, like the portal that you use most for promotion purposes or something like this, so that they know like what to put there.
I could do, yes. I will specify better. So they could add Instagrams or they could use platforms or what we said, the main channel, something like this. I'll specify better. Just make comments.
Okay. And you also mentioned like after they filled it in and they save it, if they made a mistake and they realize that they cannot edit themselves, but do they have anywhere like the message that pops up telling them, hey, if you want to edit your form, contact us? Like, do they know that they need to get in touch with us in order to fix this?
Oh, that's in a form. So the suggestion is to send them the form, and at the very end, if you experience technical problems, they can contact me, and I will upgrade it after with the languages and stuff, and with the webmail. So I will upgrade it, and yeah. So I'll just add here the responsible person. I can put my email.
Okay, yeah, I'm just like asking because I don't know, when we had the open calls, they wouldn't read everything that's said there. So they didn't know that they had to contact, I don't know, the info Eurocluster because it was just not something that they read. They don't go through all of the information we provide. So just wondering if like when they click like save and preview or whatever, is it possible for them to get like the pop-up saying, if you want to edit your form, please contact and then your email or whoever email we want to say. Just something that's like, or at the end of the form. So just so that they have that information there, like they don't get confused.
Get that. We won't be able to get the pop-out. I don't think it will be on Umbraco, but we will get the message at the very end.
Yes, maybe just like a button that says that or something that they visually see and understand what they need to do.
Yeah, I think I will leave my email because for me it's faster, but they can always contact you and you can always contact me as well.
Right, okay,
and
cool.
Eventually at the very end, I will leave my email for the technical issues or for any correct. But if they know there's a correction, they will probably tell you and you tell us. Yeah, so anything else?
And do we like have the deadline for this? Like, are we looking for like them to fill this in at the very end of the project, or can they fill this in during the whole process?
No, I have to, just a sec, I have to check. because the form or like the first draft that's supposed to be by January, and I'm not sure what was the deadline. I just have to check. Just a second. I think it went. I cannot tell now because I would have to go through the emails. I don't see it now. I have to check because it came from Maria Valentina and there were some informations. Hold on, maybe I have it. No, I have to check. And I will have to let you know when is the deadline.
Okay, it's just for us to know like whether we should like push for
Yeah.
that and like make sure that this.
No, I remember the email. It's just I cannot find it now, so I'll have to take time and or I'll just ask Maria Valentina again.
I guess it will be different deadline for the first call and the second one.
Hold on. Probably yes. It could be, but then I see there was a suggestion to guarantee publication until end of March, so that's a month. I mean,
okay, like everything is doable. It's just for us to know like where to put our focus on when we are communicating with them.
It's short. It literally takes 3 minutes to fill in. The one thing could be the summary, which is 500 words. That's the only one they will have to write, or the ASPs will help them to write it. But otherwise, there are information they can click, and the process is fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the email says by the end of March.
Okay.
We have 10 SMEs. It will be fast for us, but then I understand those who has more, it will be difficult. Frost, I see your hand up.
Yes, I would like to ask you, since you have planned this, how will you communicate it to your SMEs? I mean, what will be your approach?
As I said, we have 10. So I often send them like an email all in one. So I will send them this information that they should fill it. I will give them deadline as well. But I will communicate it with ASPs because they are the ones who are in touch with them the most, and they communicate with them. So I will forward the manual to our ASPs as well. And then, I will wait for a week. If there's nothing happening, I can call them directly from my side, or I'll speak to ASPs. But because they had audits and they had those informations, I think they would be able to do it themselves as well. But again, it's 10 for us. It's 100 for someone else. So from our side,
it is my understanding that just with the link, they will just go in, no registration details, nothing. Just the link, they go, they complete the form, and that's it.
That's it, yes. Oh, yeah, that's it. Then once it's saved, we will review it, and I just see like, oh, everything is okay, the link is working, and I will publish it, and from then it will be on our website.
The reason that I'm asking is that because of not most of the SMEs do not speak very good English, I can imagine the summary, how it would be, and who will do the editing? You will do the editing? Or there will be no editing? Because some might write, things that are not nice to read. Probably the text needs some editing. And that's why I was wondering whether an ASP should be involved and provide the text for them, or check the text before they just upload it.
Like From our side, I see it like this. We have 6 partners. 6 partners are responsible for ASPs and SMEs. NCA will distribute this information to partners, and partners need to make sure that they will communicate this with ASPs and with the SMEs. As I said, one part we will do, I will send them email, all of them the same email, with probably with the translation as well. And then second email I will send separately, or in the same email in a CC, I will send it to ASPs. But then I think from the experience, at the end, it will be probably the ASPs who will communicate it, or who will maybe actually even insert it instead of the SMEs. Because that's the experience. Sometimes they send a message back, sometimes they don't. So I have to go through the ASP. Or in our case, I can pick up the phone and I just call them directly and I can say, hi, if you need any help, I will help you. It's then for us again, so it's easier. So for me, I can even pick up phone and I can say, okay, I'll do it for you. Give me the details now on the phone. But then if you have more than 50, 100, then it's more difficult. So I would say in a collaboration between partner and ASP, and while they have audit, it's until March. That's a month.
No, my main question is whether you will do any editing.
Yeah.
Or
like if they will write it in a Spanish or in Italian or something, now is the question. I have to translate it. Okay, I'll use DeepL, but is this correctly translated? I don't know. So I cannot do any editing. I would say ASP and SME, they talk to each other.
I think this is we need to suggest this to them.
Yeah.
To maybe check with ASPs the summary and then put it on, because otherwise you will have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's true. And then I was just thinking, when they applied for the finance for the projects, they wrote at the beginning as well some kind of summary, didn't they? Or it was just a summary about them, probably. Do you remember
in the application form? This is a very good idea.
Was there any summary of a project, so they could take it and then they just could?
But not all the SMEs have go ahead with this project, because it was not feasible. It was too optimistic. So no.
So then I guess ASPs will collaborate with the Smith. I don't know. It's a toughy one.
Here I have a question too. Do they have to fill it in English since the beginning? I mean, like they did with the application?
Yes.
Okay.
Think about it. It will be on our website. Our website is mainly in English. It's only English, actually. So whoever will approach or whoever will visit our website, they will go to beneficiaries. That's already in English. So the information should be in English. And to be fair, there's not too many things. There's only the summary of the project that needs to be in English. And again, we have DeepL. It is actually pretty good tool. It takes a few seconds for translation. So if they have it already in their first language, they can just translate it via DeepL. They just double check if it's okay. But yeah, it should be, or that's what I believe, it should be in English, because then whoever will come and see the list and they will click on it, they should probably understand. I don't know. But the project is in English, the website is in English, so I would say the information should be in English, because this is different to repository. On repository, there can be different languages, there can be different materials in different languages. But I would stick to English in case of the SMEs, of the basic informations.
Perfect. It was just to confirm. Thank you.
Yeah. I can actually edit to, I will upgrade the manual and then I will send new one and I will add English as well. Then the contact email to the end, the web page. Then I was thinking maybe the web page shouldn't be mandatory. If not everyone has web page, maybe I should leave it not mandatory, but only if they want to. Because If they don't have a web page, they cannot provide the link, then they won't be able to save the link. I don't know how's other SMEs from different countries. Robert,
I think you can and should leave it maybe obligatory because, you know, like it's always nice to open and see like that this SME really exists, like somewhere on the internet. But just like explain that it doesn't have to be their own webpage, but maybe Instagram profile or Facebook profile or something like this. Because like they understand that they can choose which media they actually use.
so that's what I will specify in the text. So I'll leave it mandatory then. And then the logo is not mandatory because I remember Klaus mentioned it before, not every SME has
they
logo. But whoever has it, they can use it, so they can just upload it. Okay. Robert, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
Okay.
Everything is clear.
No comments. And there's one last thing. When I check the languages, I'll check the languages. So we're missing the Serbian and we're missing the Bosnian. We have
Yes.
English, Bulgarian, Croatian, Czech, Danish. We took the Europe, Dutch, Estonian, Finnish, French, German, Greek, Hungarian, Irish, Italian, Latvian, Lithuanian, Maltese, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Slovak, Slovene, Spanish, Swedish. So we just need to add 2. Any other language is on your mind right now? I cannot think of anything. No, so I'll just add these 2 for now. We have someone from Georgia.
Yes, we will have some from Georgia. Yes, let's add that as well.
We will have, okay. So we will add is it officially called Georgian, right?
Yes, yes.
Was there Macedonia as well?
Yes, it's not on like that as well. I cannot find the form right now, so I cannot see the listing. But when I check it, I will just compare it to.
I think the best for us will be to check the approved ASPs list, right? The countries. And I'll go through the list and I'll just add whatever we're missing there.
This will be the best.
Yeah. So I'll do that as well. And then, okay. So just to summarize it a little bit for myself. So we'll add some languages there, which we're missing right now. The web page will be mandatory, but we just have to revise the text to make it more flexible for those who has no web page. Saying that the social media or the main channels could be used instead. At the very end, we will add the email with the contact. The contact will be for the NCA, for myself. And at the beginning of the manual, or maybe even at the form, we will state that this should be filled in English.
Yes, good point.
So, because Frosso asked me, but what about you guys, Giovanna or Maria Jose and Robert and hi Javier? How are you going to send the information to your SMEs? Are you going to do with the same approach as us or thinking differently?
I think we will do it through ASPs.
Yes.
We will just let ASP know and then they will do it.
I think it's the best. Okay.
Yes, I fully agree that either from the ASP side or partner side, the SMEs will need some help.
Yeah. Okay, I think, it's the best. So
Me, I have to still speak with Nita, but I think it will be similar approach to yours.
Yeah.
Because at the end, ISPs will be really helpful on this matter too. So
yeah, so we're gonna do it as I said. We will distribute it to our partners, and then each partner will be actually responsible to make sure that their their SMEs fill the forms, and it will be up to partners how they decide to communicate. But suggestion for all of us is through ASPs because that's the easiest one. They are in touch with them already. Okay. If there are no more questions, I think that's it.
Just one thing, like when they send that and like they publish, is there any way that you can, I don't know, send us an updated list every week or every 2 weeks so that we know who actually already submitted it and who didn't? Because like there are hundreds of them in our case, so that we know like whom to.
Yeah, good point. I wonder, do we have, Froso, this might be for you question, do we have somewhere all SMEs, like all those 190 finance SMEs somewhere in the Excel table that I could just copy it and paste it into another Excel and I would create small table to keep track who already filled?
We do have these two tables for the first and second call, the one that like
Yeah, like
the list.
yeah, if you have like alphabetically maybe or by
Yes, they
something.
were, yeah, I can like just copy paste that for you and like,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
send
yeah.
you the links to these, but we do have those,
Yeah.
yes.
Like the best would be to have it combined already.
Mhm.
Okay. If you could send it to me, it would be perfect.
No
And then
problem.
I can put it in one Excel, and then I will just, because I will be the one who can see it, I will just keep track and I'll just write it down. Let's say once a week, I will send an update. Then it will be seen who filled and who hasn't filled yet. That's a good idea, actually. So then we will know. Okay. Yeah.
Here I have two small questions too. One, I guess, is it can be done like in the new section or whatever, but if the company, the SME fill the form or the ASP, never mind, but it's filled, and we publish it because they didn't tell us anything, so we guess it's okay. But later they check and they did some mistake that they didn't realize they did. They can write to us and we can delete that and they can do it again. No?
We can change the mistakes directly in the form.
Ah, we can. Okay, so perfect then.
Myself, you, Maria Jose, and I think Klaus and Maria Valentina, they are the administrators as well. So that means we can publish, but we can also review or edit.
Okay. It's the same. It works the same that with the news and everything. Okay. And the other one was you said
sorry.
the deadline maybe will be end of next month, March. You said.
Email, yes. I have
Yeah.
to check.
Okay, so maybe here we can ask because, well, now they will start to work with a second call to see if they have as Rosa said before, sometimes some companies change something or during these first meetings with the ASPs. So if a company doesn't have how to say the summary yet because they are working on that, they can do it maybe at the beginning of April or something like that.
I don't understand the question.
The ones from the first call, they have already decided which is a project. In fact, they are working on that and are in the halfway. It's okay.
Yeah.
But for the second call maybe, I think it's not the Spanish case, but can happen. They are, that when they start to meet with the ASPs, some changes can be done in the projects. I don't know how to say. So the question is, if some company SME doesn't have everything clear at the end of March, they can have a little bit more days in order to upload the profile.
Yeah, I think we could do for the. I'll have to. I can send an email. I have to ask Maria Valentina, but in the original email it says by the end of March. I will ask about it if this is the strict line or if we can shuffle it. Now that's for the first call for sure. I'll ask her what about the second call if we can extend it. The only thing they can change, because I understand they just started, that would be the summary. So they can provide the very basic information and they fill the form. The only thing which would be it could change through the process would be the summary. But it is stated they should write a short summary, so they can always say we will be focused on the digitalization. We will
more general. Okay.
Yes, and then it could be exchanged or edited, so they don't need to do new form. That's my thinking. Because as I said, it's very simple. It takes 3 minutes to fill it, and they're just basic information. The only think it might be difficult for someone would be the summary. But the summary for SMEs, it's simple, because if they work through and they're already in the house, there will be second audits very soon already starting. So then the first call, I think it will be clear for them. And if they're working together with the ASPs, they will be able to write the summary, or they will do it, the ASP will do it.
I suggest that, if I may suggest something, that the ASPs write the summary and send it to them. This will make the process so much easier, because, you know, they will have the document ready. They will just cut and paste. It will be in English that is understandable.
Yeah.
And it removes the burden from the SME to actually sit down and think, what is the project? Is it this? Is it the other? So we would probably go to the ASPs and say, please provide your SMEs with a summary, and then they can just update the form.
Perfect.
To be fair, our ASPs were mostly the one who wrote the project, who helped them to write the application as well. So we will go through partners, and partners will go through ASPs. I think that's the best. And then for the second call, I find out if this could be extended for them. But I think for the first call, we all should be able to cover. We should be able to cover the first call by the end of March, because that's month. We talk in 3-4 minutes per one form. So yeah. So
okay. I think it will be okay for both, but just in case that scenario happen, to know the answer.
Yeah, as I said, public it's 10, for some others it's more. So I understand there might more time will be probably required as well for those who need to fill more SMEs. Yes, Priscilla?
Renata, do you think we should put this task as an obligatory task in the support form, so we know who has actually done it or not? Because I shared with you earlier this week an Excel for each partner needs to fill with the support that they provide the SMEs, the ASPs to SMEs, reporting, things like that. Did you have a look to see? This has an Excel that says interim report done, grant agreement done. Maybe we can add another column about whether they have completed this task of sending your form.
I'm thinking, are you talking about monitoring of support, the email you sent?
Yes.
So we're talking about the document. Yeah, it could be written down. Deliverables, consortium support, and there is a support, yes. You would like to state it in this document?
I don't know, you will monitor it differently. We can monitor it in a different Excel. Think about it.
Well, I don't think I know. I don't think I understand. What do you mean?
Whether in this Excel you need us to put a column saying updated form in the repository, or however do you want, so we will know which of the SMEs have sent you the form and which haven't.
Oh yeah, but this will be what we're talking with Giovanna. I will create the Excel, and I will create, SME form, whatever, and they will be filled. Yes, filled, not sure yet.
I think that's for also asking, instead of creating the whole new Excel, use the one that we already have, just another column, and then
okay, so
use that one. I'm trying to find the Excel that she's talking about, so you understand what we are talking about.
Yeah, yes, then it could be there. So we don't need to have millions of other. Yeah, that's sorry, I didn't know. What do you mean? But yes, if you have it, then just send it to me, and I can create extra column field. Yes, no, that's it.
It's on the drive. It's on the drive. So please go and create one, and then we have one form, and we don't update the various forms. I think it's easier.
And where on drive it is?
On the support task.
Okay.
I've just sent the link to the chat so you can open it directly.
Okay, I'll check.
Or I can
Yeah.
share the screen if you want.
This is something that we need to update, all of us, and document support. It is needed by the consortium and by.
Yes, it's this one, right? Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
So we just add
Yeah.
another column for this in this one. Frosso, do you want this one big file to be updated for the whole consortium, or do you want each partner to have their own?
Each partner should have their own, I think.
Okay,
It is
okay.
impossible to monitor everything.
Yeah, that's
because
why I'm
then,
asking. It's going to be very large. Yeah.
what it is required to have in one go is another Excel that it is uploaded on the drive.
Yes,
And
this one.
is, yeah, this is for all partners to update and keep it updated. And it is mainly about financial support paid. So the coordinators know at all times how much money is already given to SMEs and how much money we need to give.
Yep, we fill this in. We already also like added the formula here. For example, let's say we pay them $1,000. It's like automatically calculated like the amount that's left. So
yeah.
Okay, so we'll get that spreadsheet.
You need to download it. It's already on the drive. I've shared some instructions with you, Renata.
I have to check. I probably not missed it, but I haven't.
It's okay.
Table. No, but this one. Okay. I'll use it and then I'll download it separately. Or you want me to keep the information here?
Here, like everybody has their own tab. It's online, so you just open yours and fill in yours.
Yes, but then in terms of the address, because what I thought we're gonna do all 190 SMEs in one spreadsheet to keep track who filled it. Because otherwise I would have to go through each partner and check their.
Okay, I think we are talking about different things. This is about the financial stuff. This is something that everybody has to fill in. It has nothing to do with this form that you are talking about. It's just something that's already in the drive that Frosso uploaded, and we just, all of us need to fill this in.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable.
Okay,
yeah,
and then in this same folder that Frosso created, if you open support materials, there is this SME document tracker.
Yes.
And this is it. Each partner, like Rural Tour, you, Adi Hargita, we need to create our own, but online. You don't need to download this. It's like just copy paste. And then in this one, we need to track, like put here all of the SMEs that we have and track if they send a grant agreement, if they send bank account, if they were paid, if the interim report is approved, etc., etc. And in this one, we will just add here another column.
The form.
Like the form filled, yes.
Yeah. But then my question again, are we going to keep it all together or each partner will do it separately in their folder?
So everybody, yeah, like that's a good try.
The one document that has the information from everybody is the financial support document, not this one. This is something that each partner will keep on his support file.
Yeah.
But everybody needs to complete the financial support Excel.
But I think that what Renata is saying is that if each partner has their own spreadsheet with this column, online form submitted, she needs to open 6 different
and look for it.
And 6 different spreadsheets and like fill in this column instead of doing it in one big spreadsheet for all of the partners. I think that's what she's asking.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. So what I can do, I can just copy it in a separate spreadsheet for myself, and then I'll just send you the updated list.
That's also okay, and then we can just quickly check this.
And then each partner will fill it in their folders, because I really don't want to go through each folder.
Yes.
But also you can ask the partners for updates. For example, 1 week before the deadline, please tell me how many you have, lists, how many SMEs have completed the list, which are pending.
Oh, but I will be the one who will see the informations process. So when they fill it in, I'll edit to the list and I'll say, that's it, that's done, that's filled. And then these are approved. And then I will send it to all partners, the full list. These are approved already. Because I will see it on the website. So there's no point of me asking them to send it through, because I will see it, so I will just update it. Do you get me now? Yeah.
If you think this is better for you, please go ahead.
So
I understand your point. Yes, I understand your point.
Like every week, I will check the website, I will approve it, and I will send you the updated list. And then next week again, let's say Friday, I will check it and I'll send, and I will be like, these SMEs already filled. Thank you for the cooperation. Please ask the others to fill it. These are missing. And I will send you the link for the form. I will probably leave it in the repository file, but I will use the base which you have created already. And then I'll just put the full list. Okay. Yeah, if there are no other questions, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was nice to see you again. I have holidays tomorrow. So
Oh, nice. Enjoy.
Longer weekend. You have just 1 day. You have a nice day, nice first day, and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
Bye.
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 Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.